Game test. Up in the air, and he'll go to the line as he's fouled in the act.
Give Drew Hackett credit. He went up the first time, put it off the glass and off the corner of the rim, stuck with it, got his own rebound and put it in and up and gets to the line.
So that is 6 points already for Hackett. No, wait, 8 points. He's got 8 of their 9. Now he's got 9 of their 10 for Munster. So Drew Hackett is comprehensive care. Halftime, okay. There you go. And what do we have here? Going to the basket is Townsend. He misses, and it's tipped off to Taquari Scott, and it'll go Munster way. They're up by 5. They've got the ball.
Not a lot of discipline being shown on the offensive end by the Cougars. They're coming down and not really anything in a set. They're just flying. Looks like could be playing ball up at the Griffith courts right now. They're just playing all loose and just whoever's got it, just take it to the hole.
Connor Manis gets it into Stoyich. Stoyich gets it down to Van Dyke, who has just checked in. So Munster playing a lot of guys tonight. Connor Manis gets it into Stoyich. Stoyich on the right elbow gets it out to Drew Hackett. He's got 9 of Munster's 10. It'll be either him or Stoyich who takes this shot, I guarantee it. Connor Manis fakes, passes on the 3. Gets it to Stoyich in the middle. He puts up the shot, misses it. Mandich fights for it. Austin Ealing gets the rebound, misses it. Mandich finally gets it, and he loses it, and it's picked up by Scott of Westside. Under a minute left here in the first quarter. Comes around to Northern, long 3 for Northern, and he's short, and it bounces off foul right back to Adam Stoyich. Stoyich dribbles it down, gets it to Hackett, out to Connor Manis, who brings it down to Elin. Good ball movement for Munster, long 3, faked by Drew Hackett, and now it's 30 seconds left in the first quarter, and you know what that means.
Yeah, they're going to take the air out, play a little catch for a while.
Connor Manis dribbling between the rings, just kind of standing there. He had a real good night the other night, especially on the defensive end. Schlattman then also had foul trouble, so Manis got a lot of minutes. Munster a little out of sync right here with 8 seconds left. It's going to be Drew Hackett. He's going to try to dribble in there. He's going to get it to Stoyich, puts up a long one, and he hits it. A long 2, and that'll be it. 12-5 Munster at the end of 1. We'll be right back in 60 seconds on AM 1230. WJ. 4:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Minnow, just a kind of a plodding along game here.
Yeah, so who's going to have it last seems to be the team that's going to prevail in this one. It's been the ebb and flow right now. Munster getting a bit of the momentum on their side.
Schlattman with the ball out front for Munster. And in a 1-2-2 zone or a 3-2 zone is Westside once again. Drew Hackett gets a long one at the top of the key. He is fouled by Taquari Scott, and Drew Hackett will go to the line to shoot 3. And Murray Richards knows it. He didn't want Taquari to do that. It's 2 big fouls on 3-point shots. One was on Kevin Schlattman, and one here is on Drew Hackett.
And Drew Hackett was not just a step or a toe over the line. He was about 6 foot back of it. He was going up from deep.
And he hits that one. Schlattman had the 3, and he only hit 1. Yeah, Taquari Scott has 3 now.
Murray Richards not real happy with Taquari Scott.
And Drew Hackett, pure senior fashion, carrying the Munster Mustangs here pretty much the whole game. He's approaching 20 points right now. And there it is, 20 points for Hackett. He hits it. So he's got 21, so he's got more than half of Munster's points right now.
38-32 now, Boone, so BNI coming back in that contest a little bit.
That's out at Hebron. We'll keep an eye on that 2A contest. We'll also get you some scores from mostly in that second game. Clark and Gavin probably don't have a whole lot of game going on. A 3 attempted by Westside and a real nice save there by Luke Hackett.
Yeah, Luke Hackett just fed it into Connor Manis. Connor Manis on that baseline looked down and had a glance of where his feet were at, and they were just barely in.
Luke Hackett gets the ball and kicks it over to Schlattman. Munster up by 5 now with 3:50 left. Schlattman dribbles in the middle, and he kicks it over to Manis. Manis getting a lot of time for the Mustangs. Gets it to Mandich, and I got to say that's too much. and Munster is up by 7. That is the biggest lead of the game. It's been that tight all game long for any team. Let's take a look at our sponsors, BP.
They come out of the huddle. They're not going to pressure the inbound pass.
A little surprised at that.
Yes, very much so.
Munster left to right, home white, big 2 minute and 45 seconds. Somebody goes home for the year here in high school sectional action. Connor Manis gets it into a Stoytz in the middle, kicks it out to Manis, back out to Mandich, and Munster playing some nice catch, and finally a foul on Townsend of Westside. He fouls Schlattman, but that's only the 16th foul for Westside, so it'll remain Munster ball.
Yeah, Maury Richards not real happy with that either, but again, a reset for the Stangs.
It'll be Manis with the ball, and he throws it off the basket, trying to throw to Manich, and it will wind up Westside ball. Bad pass by Manis. Manis, of course, a pitcher, a really good pitcher, going to Miami. He threw that ball a little too hard.
Hit the iron.
Hit the iron. That could be a big turnover on the Mustangs. Schlattman, Hackett, out front. Ooh, got a travel on Townsend for Westside. Good defense on Munster. He kind of dribbled in the middle and then thought he was going to pass it. And Stoytz stepped into the passing lane and he just kind of walked.
That's a huge turnover for the Cougars.
Ball comes into Connor Manis.
Big pressure
in the
by the Cougars.
And he'll dribble it across the timeline with 2 minutes left. Manis put in a very big position here. And it's Schlattman now. He gets it over to Schlattman. $1:53 left. Drew Hackett with the ball. The best thing you can hope for if you're a Mustangs is they foul him right now. He's that good a free throw shooter, although he's missed one, and they did.
There it is.
Townsend almost had to steal, but instead he fouls him as it's just one-on-one out here. And that'll be 4 on Townsend. It's Jeff Townsend, a 6'1 junior for Westside. 1:42 left here at the Barado Center. Munster 44, Westside 40, and 9 fouls on Munster. So the next one is 2 shots for Westside, and then it's 6 fouls on Westside, and that means that Drew Hackett needed to hit that first one because it was a 1-and-1, and he did. Now it's a 5-point lead for the Mustangs.
Oh, we had one of the assistant coaches down there on the west side who was getting on Terry Smith, the referee.
And Hackett misses that one badly off the front of the rim and goes to the left. And here it comes. Townsend with the ball for Westside. Gets it over to Daquari Scott. If you're Westside, you want the ball in his hands because he slices through and does an up and under and puts it off the glass and right on in. So 45-42, Munster over Westside with $1.50 left here in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter here, it's 45 for the Munster Mustangs, 42 for Westside, and it will be Munster ball, and they'll have to go the length of the floor. Stoytz gets it into Luke Hackett, and his double team, he's going to have to get rid of it. He gets rid of it to his brother, Drew, and almost a double dribble there, and he got away with it. Finally, it comes back to Luke, and he throws it over to Connor Manis, gets it down low to Mandich, and Mandich is fouled on the ground, which makes a big difference because now it's a 1-and-1 for Mandich.
Yeah, Kyle Calhoun reaching in there, but good pressure by Westside Cougars as they have, when they called the timeout, they went offense for defense. Now you've got Townsend coming back in. He's replacing Buds, who was in for defensive purposes only.
You know, I'm a little surprised here. Munster not going deep at all tonight. Schlattman coming in on the defensive end and Luke Hackett on the offensive end. Mandich puts up the first one and hits it. Big make by he's a senior. He's a senior, right?
Yes,
He's a senior. Mandich, 6'6 senior center. Doesn't want it to be his last, so he hits that first one on the 1-and-1. $1:17 left. See what he can do here again, and he hits that too. 2 huge free throws for Mandich. 47-42 Munster. It's Westside ball. Northern will dribble in, and he'll offensive foul right over Stoytz. He knocked him over. Might have been able to go the other way, but pretty much that was a charging foul, you know.
Yeah, he was a little bit out of control. There was some move on there too. I think Murray Richards is trying to say that the defense was moving his hips.
And you know what? That was a real gutsy call there by Stoyich because he has 4. So sometimes you just get a break, and there it was. Stoyich with the ball. He's going to have to call a timeout. He couldn't get it in. You know, I'm a little surprised Westside wasn't doing this all game long because Munster couldn't even get the ball in there. Westside can run a really nice press. You can see it right now.
No,
it's a full timeout. We'll be back. 47.
Line, and then they're gonna go and use a couple of screens. Actually, Nico Mandich comes up now. They're gonna do the shift over to Drew Hackett.
That was a nice call there. Just Mandich, the big guy, came up, got it, gave it right back to Stoyich, the senior. Gets it to Connor Manis in the corner. Manis better get rid of it. He goes to the basket, kicks it on out to Luke Hackett. Munster taking some air out. They're up by 5. They want Drew Hackett to get fouled. He has the ball right now. He's got it tightly, gets it to Luke Hackett. No, they're going to foul him. You watch this. And it's a time, no, they're going to call a timeout on Munster because Westside had actually come up and tied him up. You know, how many, that's a lot of timeouts.
Yeah, there's just a lot of timeouts, but that's just, I don't like the ability to call a timeout in the middle of a...
Good morning, how are you? AM 1230 WJOB. I'm Jim Delo, host of JED in the region. Except tonight is high school basketball from the Barado Center. Let's go straight to it. Westside with the ball and dribbling in is Jeff Townsend. He misses it. Stoyich with the rebound, and he'll go the other way for Munster. He'll throw it the length of the floor to Mandich, out to Drew Hackett. Hackett dribbles in, kicks it on out to his brother, and then gets it back on the right wing, and they'll reset. Munster 12, Westside 5, and a steal there. A turnover by Munster as a kind of a weak pass. And then went in there and it was stolen by Brian Fajan of Westside. Westside really doesn't have a big guy at all. A bunch of guys about 6'1", 6'2".
No, and that's why you got to play the 2-3 zone on defense.
Taquari Scott goes right into Connor Manis, lowers his shoulder, and then just goes up for a jump shot right over him and hits it from about 12 feet on the right side.
You know, Westside obviously paid attention to the Lake Central Munster game the other night because they're not letting anything down in the middle. They've seen the damage that a Stoyich can do, and they're collapsing on him.
Stoyich right there.
Just as I say it, on key, a Stoyich with the spin move to the left hand off the glass.
And Townsend throws it over the head of Northern, and that'll go right out. And a quick turnover by Westside. You're right there, Minnow. Stoyich, remember when he was a sophomore, he was a point guard. Now they try to set him up on the block every time down.
Yeah, he's a tough kid, and, you know, not a lot of size this year for Mike Hackett, so he's been called on to do the dirty work down below.
It'll be Drew Hackett out front. He gets it into Stoyich. Stoyich, the football player, drops that pass. Northern comes the other way, puts up a 3 for Westside, puts it up and in. Big turnaround there. 14-10 Munster with the ball. 6:24 left in the second quarter. Connor Manis on the right side. Once again, Westside in a 3-2 zone, almost daring everybody but Drew Hackett to shoot a 3. Comes to Stoyich, he comes out, Drew Hackett a long 3 again, and he misses that. Hits the rim hard and comes back out to Northern. He puts up another long 3. Northern misses that. Mandich got a foul on Westside on this, and that's going to be on Fajan Calhoun.
Yeah, Fajan Calhoun coming in. He just kind of swat. He was out of position behind Nico Mandich, and just all he had was to go over the back and swat it. He should have just left it alone, and he's going to pick up his second.
Boone Grove and Bishop Knoll, right? Well, Boone Grove and Bishop Knoll. Kuziak, is that who's playing? I think I got a guy who just texted me, Boone Grove 13-5, and I think that's over BNI. I don't know. Can somebody check on it? I think it's Boone Grove over BNI 13-5 out in Hebron. Second game will be Whiting and I think Hebron. And the ball is another turnover on Munster.
And he's just going to seal off the paint. And he said, you're going to beat me from on top because I'm going to close off the paint. Right now it's working pretty good as he's staying within reaching distance of the Stangs.
Taquari Scott goes up with the shot. Kevin Schlotman blocks it, and here comes Drew Hackett. He goes up and under, and he is blocked by Taquari Scott on the breakaway, and it comes the other way. Marlon Northern throws it into the stands. One of the EC administrators catching that one way in the corner. We got a timeout by Murray Richards, and it's a full timeout. I'll tell you what, send it back to us in 30 seconds, Ryan.
One thing I do notice so far, Jimmy, it has nothing to do with the ball game. It has to do with the floor. A lot of slipping and sliding going on. I don't know if they've cleaned this floor up with some kind of solvent or something, but you got a lot of slipping and sliding going out in the early going.
Connor Manis, long three. He misses that, but Drew Hackett skies and gets the rebound. Gets it to Austin Elan, who promptly travels.
Yep. Well, at times it looks like the Munster Mustangs are just kind of afraid to put up a shot. A lot of open looks. The ones that they are getting taken right now, they're getting the old one and done put on them by the Westside Cougars.
They certainly are. And I think I've got one offensive rebound for Munster in the first 13 minutes. Going to the basket, you see why Taquari Scott averages 17.3 points a game. He gets the ball on the left wing and just drives baseline, puts it up off the bank, and it's in.
You know, we got a nice crowd. Everything's filled up down below, a little sparse. People are trickling in up top. I don't know if anybody thought this was going to be a game. Everybody pretty much thought that Munster was going to cakewalk this one. The Westside hanging right in there.
And it'll go as Stoyich will go to the basket, and he's blocked, and then it goes off of Connor Manis's forehead. So Westside making a run here.
And that's Ian Faulkner, number 40, into the ball game for the Cougars. A sophomore, 6'3", and he just swatted at him with Stoyich.
Devontae Buggs also in. He's a 6-foot senior. He's checked in. He's got the ball right now on the right wing. Northern running a little weave. Long three is put up, and an air ball put up there by Ian Faulkner, and it will be Munster ball coming the other way. Kevin Schlotman, top of the key. Tries to throw it to Connor Manis on the wing, and it is almost stolen. And Kevin Schlotman's going to, Luke Hackett's going to come in for Kevin Schlotman. Schlotman not real happy he's coming out, but he does have 2 fouls. And it was kind of a bad pass there, so it all adds up in the end.
Yeah, Takari Scott. That was good defense by Takari Scott.
Yeah. So it'll come. Munster still have the ball. Luke Hackett with the ball up front. A tight foul down low against Munster, and that'll be against Connor Manis.
They're calling this one tight. A referee crew. You got Kevin Keene out of West Lafayette. Tim Smith comes out of Minota over by Warsaw, and Terry Sherrill out of Michigan City. So guys that aren't really from quite this area, but they're calling it tight. That's what we expect at tournament time, Jim.
Westside with a chance to go ahead, and there's a chance to do it with Scott. He misses it, but an offensive rebound by Westside's Calhoun. And out front, Northern will reset right by the timeline. He'll dribble in and kick it out to Scott. Scott will shoot from anywhere, and he does again, except this time he's fouled by Luke Hackett on the drive to the left side.
They're going to get him, or they're going to get Manis. They're going to get Manis before he even got to Hackett.
Manis is a foul magnet. You know, the thing I did talk to Murray Richards, the Westside coach, before the game there, Minnow. Coach, what do you got to do? He's like, they cannot beat us inside.
Yep, and he's doing a good job of sealing it off.
That is what has happened at Westside in a couple big games. They've lost right at the end as bigger teams have worn them down and been able to get down low and then get them in foul trouble, and they lose at the end. So you can see right now they're going into kind of a sagging zone. Everyone but Drew Hackett, they'll let him shoot it pretty much.
And actually they're letting Drew Hackett, he started off hitting 2 deep balls after that. He's been pretty quiet.
No, you can see it now. When he gets the ball, they're all just coming to him. Nice steal by Westside. This time ball is fought for, and Townsend brings it up. Another turnover against Munster. Westside with a chance to take the lead. It'll be Northern on the baseline. He'll kick it out, and finally the ball is fought for. Drew Hackett gets it, and you got 3 bodies on the ground.
I think that's going to be 2 on Takari Scott.
That is, let's see, that's on Scott. Let's see if that's 1 or 2 on him. Taquari Scott, that's 1 on him.
That's only 1. I thought he got called earlier because he let out a little emotion that we kind of questioned, but I thought he had 2. My mistake.
That is 5 fouls now for Westside, and that's the first on Taquari Scott. He's a big gun at 17 points a game. And here it goes for Luke Hackett out between the rings. He plays catch with his brother on the left wing. They're just going back and forth. And now it'll come out front to Connor Manis, who throws it into Stojic. Stojic gets it to Mandic. Mandic kind of off balance, puts it up, but he's fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Very good pass by Adam Stojic in the middle, as Westside's doing a fantastic job collapsing on Adam Stojic. Every time Stojic gets the ball, he's getting attacked by 3 orange jerseys right now. That was just a good find to find Niko Mandic cutting down the lane.
Mandic misses at first, hits the front, rolls all the way around, and then does not go in. 14-14 out here on Walsh Construction Basketball Night, high school basketball sectionals. It's Friday night, and this is typically the best night of the week. And this one is tight, right as we thought it would be, Westside and Munster. I disagree with you, Minnow. I thought this was an even matchup from the beginning.
Yeah, I guess I
could go either way.
I didn't know enough and couldn't find enough stats on the west side because they don't post anything. In fact, they came in, signed in their roster under their white jerseys, which are not the same as their orange.
Taquari Scott with the ball for Westside, and it comes around to Northern on the left wing. So now Westside just playing some catch. Long 3 by Scott, he misses that. Rebound is fought for Luke Hackett, gets it for Munster.
Yeah, quite the discussion about the change of numbers here at the scorers table beforehand.
Steal by Taquari Scott as he just takes it from Drew Hackett, brings it down, long 3 by Townsend, he hits it, and Westside is up by 2 over the Mustang. About 49 left in the half.
Good ball movement. It looked like a little bit out of control, but nonetheless, find the open shooter in the corner.
Luke Hackett at the top of the key, he'll dribble in, kick it back out to Stojic. Throws it down to Mandic, he bobbles it, and it goes out of bounds. That was Stojic, the quarterback, whipping a pass. Just a little too much zing on it. Might have even been tipped.
That was with his left hand he threw it down there.
He was a lefty.
I mean, he gave that hook. It was the left-handed submarine hook pass.
All right, 2-point lead for Westside going into the half, last minute of the half here. And they're going to run a Munster weave out front. Munster switches to a man-to-man defense. It'll be Drew Hackett on Townsend and Stojic on Northern. Taquari Scott gets an easy one in the middle. Connor Manis lost him, and Northern just hit him on a cut, and he just teardropped it in.
Yeah, he just got beat. Great move, and a great teardrop shot.
Manis with the ball out front, and it goes off of Hackett. Manis threw a bad pass. Northern tipped it, and it hit Hackett in the face, and it'll go the other way. 3 seconds left in the first half. Westside up by 4 over Munster Mustangs. It'll be Northern out front. He's got it by Stojic. Stojic tips it, goes the other way. Connor Manis gets it, and he throws it to Drew Hackett up and under and in. Nice fast break there by Manis. And Hackett showing some moves. He had his shot blocked on the left side. He went up and under, changing his mind in midair. So with 15 seconds left, it'll be Westside ball. Let's see if Scott tries to wait. Scott's got a real nice game. Smart player.
He's got to go. He's got to go.
Puts up a long 3. That looks good. No, it's off the left side, and it'll be Westside ball, and he'll throw it at the basket, and no good. The score at the end of the first half here on a doubleheader here from the John A. Barato Center is 19 for the Gary Westside crew.
Central on Saturday night. Do you think that the Munster team might have been thinking against the Cougars?
Well, when you look at the draw and you're Coach Mike Hackett, you're looking at the entirety of the draw. You have to play Tuesday night, and obviously playing against Lake Central, you're very hyped up. It was a big victory for them. They played very well. And then you're looking at Saturday night trying to play for a championship. You forgot, there's a Westside team here. There's a lot of people that want to win a sectional championship on Friday night, and they end up not playing. And Munster, that was one of the poor performances of the year. And I mean, looking at the stats, they shoot 30%. Westside shoots 28%.
Going to have to clean up here if he wants to come away with a victory at the half. It is Westside 19 and Munster 17. Just about to get under action right now. Jim Deedlow on the play-by-play.
It'll be Munster ball left to right. They'll be going to the south end zone here at at the Barado Center. They're in their home whites with just a small little lettering in red, and it'll be in their orange with the blue lettering is Westside. Kevin Schlotman with the ball. He gets it over to Drew Hackett. He had the hot hand early. Finally, they get it down to Mandich. He kicks it out to Luke Hackett. Luke Hackett fakes the shot, won't take it. Mandich does, and he hits it from the free throw line. Nice pass from Hackett.
And the Westside defense just followed Stojic down low.
And a nice automatic there is Taquari Scott. Leave him alone for a second. He'll pop a three like he just did. He'll go the other way. Luke Hackett hits a three. Now we got a tie ball game at 22. They'll come the other way. Taquari Scott will get it out front to Northern. It's Northern and Scott. And those are your two main scorers for Westside. Taquari Scott dribbles in the middle, puts up a hanging jumper, misses everything, but Northern tips it out for Westside. So Munster will get the ball. We haven't seen any press yet by Westside.
No, and they haven't really had the need on the half-court defense, playing that 2-3 and closing down the middle. That is staying with their game plan. I think you're only going to see the press. They drop into a double-digit deficit.
It'll be Luke Hackett. He gets it to Stojic in the corner. Stojic unable to get much going on in the middle there. Kevin Schlotman gets it to Drew Hackett on the right wing. He misses, and it's fought for. Finally, Kevin Schlotman goes for it, and Taquari Scott tips it away from him. 6:30 left in the second, and a lot of steps there by Townsend, and he misses a shot, and then Northern gets a rebound for Westside, and he misses it. And Stojic brings it out for Munster. He'll dribble across the timeline. Tries to get it into the middle to Mandich. Finally, Hackett kicks it out to Schlotman, and Schlotman buries a three. Minnow at halftime, Hackett had to say that, guys, you guys got to hit a shot. They're guarding Drew and they're guarding Adam. Someone else has to step up.
Like who said at halftime, they spaced it out a little bit, got some good ball movement. Whoa!
And it'll stay Westside ball even though it went in the backcourt. It was tipped by Stojic. 5:48 left in the third. We got a tight one here. The Barado Center. Stay tuned. It'll be Central and Lowell later on. So Northern, it'll come into Fajon. He misses, but the shot is put up and in by Northern, who was real high above that rim as he just basically put it back and laid it up off the backboard, and he was hammered. So he'll go to the line to tie this ball game up.
Yeah, that was a good follow-up by the miss by Faison Calhoun. And Northern getting himself to the line on a nice putback, and we've got one heck of a ball game going on here.
And he makes it. Northern hits it. So that'll be for Northern. Even scoring for Westside in the first. See if he tries to do something here. He gets it to Schlotman on the right wing, misses that, and fought for, and it will go out and remain Munster ball.
Oh, and they're going to get that off of Orange. Nico Mandich sandwiched between two orange jerseys, but I think Mandich got the last touch on that ball.
Right, comes into Hackett. He gets the basket and tries to go easy. He turns it over, and it goes the other way to Taquari Scott, who goes the length of the floor and puts one up and misses, but he gets fouled. Hackett got the ball on the inbounds right under the basket, and he dribbled it.
I think it went off his foot, and it went backwards.
Yeah.
And Taquari Scott is the guy that picks it up and just took off down the floor, but I think he actually dribbled it off his foot. Great inbounds play.
It's an uncharacteristic, a lot of turnovers on Munster, and it's a little bit surprising, because it's a lot of turnovers in a game that's kind of at Munster's pace.
Yeah.
If you ask me, Munster plays better at a faster pace. Unless they're winning, then they'll slow it down. And right now, it's kind of a slow pace. Westside's not pressing. They just sag back into a zone.
They sag back into the zone and just seal off the paint.
3-2 zone or 1-2-2 zone. And they're not letting the ball get into a Stojic or Mandich. Finally, it does get into Mandich. He gets it out to Stojic, long three taken by Hackett. He fakes it, and it goes to Northern. Another turnover, and you got a foul on Luke Hackett coming back the other way. I'll tell you what, I have never, ever seen Munster throw the ball away 10 times in one quarter and then 4 times here in the third right away.
Yeah,
that is a lot of turnovers.
It resembles more like that 1-2-2 zone that they're running up top for Westside, and they're getting into passing lanes. That time, I think it was Northern got his hand on the pass.
Will come in, and it will be Northern again with the long three, and he'll hit it. they're taking this game over. You can feel the momentum shift. Munster just throws the ball away every other time down. Luke Hackett with the ball for Munster out front. He gets it into Adam Stojic. Stojic dribbles to the basket and finally is able to find a seam, and he puts it up and in with the strong left hand.
He gets by Faison Calhoun. Faison Calhoun with his arms up, but he was not looking to take the foul.
Northern puts up a long three immediately, and the ball comes out to Stojic on a rebound. And he'll try to dribble along the baseline, and he'll put it up, and they're going to call him for an offensive foul. Even though Taquari Scott was actually under the basket, doesn't matter in high school.
No, when you put the shoulder down, you dip your shoulder into the defender, you're going to get called on that about 8 times out of 10.
That is a third foul on Adam Stojic. They're going to need him to recoup and rebound. Otherwise, Munster's going to be a short tournament.
You know, Mike Hackett up off the bench, but been very quiet tonight. He hasn't been animated. He hasn't gotten anybody's rear end or so forth. He's been very stoic on the bench.
About time to do that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's about time he comes unglued.
Long three for Westside, and that is missed. Fought for. Kevin Schlotman gets it, and it'll come the other way. Drew Hackett gets it to Mandich, out to Connor Manis. Manis puts up a runner, and he hits it. Nice clutch. Ball gets in the middle there for Westside, and it gets down to 40. That's Ian Faulkner, and he'll kick it out. I'll tell you what, it almost looks like Westside's the team that's okay with the half-court game, and Munster wants to push it. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Long three by Northern from the wing. He misses, and you got to over the back on Westside. That'll be on Ian Faulkner.
Yeah, Faulkner, that was right in front of the striped shirt. He had no defense for that one, but Northern just really going on. Now what do we got? 23. We got 32-23 halftime boon over BNI.
What do you got? 32-23. It's up by 9 according to Rick Mossels out there. It's going to be a tough win for BNI. Boone Grove is a very good team, 14 and 8, I believe. Luke Hackett gets it. He dribbles in the middle, gets it to Mandich, and Mandich misses the bunny. Point blank range. And it'll go the other way. Townsend gets it down. Big turnaround of events. No, another bunny missed for Westside too. It's bunny time. Nobody can do it. Finally comes to Connor Manis. He gets to Mandich on the baseline. Manis to Mandich. Mandich to Manis. Mandich up and in for the Mustangs on the baseline.
Just a great give and go from Manis to Mandich.
Say that again.
Manis to Mandich. The give and go down in the paint. A rare opportunity for the Stangs to find an opening in the paint against Westside.
Townsend goes to the basket, throws up a wild one, and it is rebounded by Drew Hackett with a foul on Brian Fasion, a 6'1" senior. So it's 31-29 Munster with the ball, and they'll go the length of the floor. What do you see?
Yeah, right now you feel the momentum switch back over to the Stangs right now as Westside just looking a bit unorthodox now on the offensive end. They're just quickly putting up a shot, and they're trying to get the threes.
It'll be Drew Hackett with the ball. Sorry, Luke Hackett out front. Connor Manis looking for somewhere to go. Gets it to Kevin Schlotman. Connor Manis fakes a three at the top of the key. He'll shoot it. Finally, Drew Hackett over here. They're really clomping down on Drew Hackett. They're not going to want him to shoot it at all. Whenever he gets the ball, they come around. Here comes Mandich, and he gets in again. That could be the bane of Westside, as it has been all year long. You get a guy hot down low. They just got nobody to guard him.
Well, Stojic went out. They were focusing on him. Now they switched the focus over to the Drew Hackett. They've got to pay attention to Nico Mandich down in the paint.
It'll be Taquari Scott going hard for the basket, and the ball is fought for, and finally Taquari Scott throws it off, and it's still being fought for. Who's going to get it? It's going to go off of Schlotman, and it will be Westside ball.
I think if you're Westside, you go back into that 1-2-2 defense zone and just close off the paint. It doesn't matter who it is or who's in the ball game. Just seal the paint up.
It'll be Antoine Van Dyke. He's a 6'2" junior. He'll come in, and he'll come in for Mandich, who they give a little break. So Munster up by 4, and the ball goes down low. It's kicked around. Good defense there by Luke Hackett, who's being asked to play down low with Van Dyke on the man-to-man. They're going back to man-to-man. Munster played a little zone there. Munster in a man-to-man, and Westside with the ball, and it will come into Taquari Scott. And he is hit hard by Drew Hackett, no call. Here comes Townsend, he'll dribble in the middle, and he'll put up a runner, and he'll hit it. Nice shot.
That was a nice little move just into the middle. The teardrop by Townsend.
Van Dyke with the ball in the right wing. They'll let him shoot that if he wants, but he's going to move it out, and it'll be Drew Hackett out front. You can see when he gets it, the west side zone changes. They know where he is at all times. Munster playing some catch out with 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Tight ball game all the way down. Nobody really got up more than 6. Actually more than 5. And with 7 lead changes already. 10 seconds left, it'll be Drew Hackett, top of the key. What's he going to do? You know he's going to shoot it. No, he gets it out to Kevin Slotman. Long 3, no good, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot 3.
Oh, wow. And he said that's going to go against Marlon Northern.
He hit him. You can see it. I mean, when you're going up for the shot, and Northern's used to maybe blocking those, Slotman just barely got it off, and Northern wound up getting some body on him.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 against... Actually, are they giving that to Northern? I don't think so. They're giving that to Faison.
Brian Faison. They got a Brian Faison and a Faison Calhoun.
I'll give Westside credit. They brought a lot of fans tonight.
Is that 2 in a row he just missed, or did I miss one? I'll tell you what, Slotman's not even close on his free throws here.
We got one more.
33-31 with 3.1 left and 3 fouls for Westside on the team. See if they can get down and get a shot off, and they're going to do it from half court. It is up and in, and no, it is up and just missing. I mean, look like 1230 WJOP in Hammond, Indiana. We are in East Chicago tonight at the Barado Center, and we got a tight one out here in the Class 4A sectional action. Munster 34, Westside 31 to start the fourth quarter. It'll be Westside going right to left in their orange. Northern goes to the basket and slices through and puts it off the glass and in. So Munster with a 1-point lead.
That's something that Northern should be doing instead of just standing out and above the arc and letting it fly right off the get-go.
Comes the other way. It'll be Slotman with the ball. Dribbling around. He'll fake the 3. It'll go to Adam Stoyitz. Stoyitz goes to the basket, puts it up, and he is blocked as the big guy, well, I don't know if he's that big, but he plays it. Faison Calhoun at 6'3", blocks that one, and it'll remain Munster ball. Underneath their own basket, it'll be going a turnover as Hackett basically throws it away. Northern comes the other way and gives it to Scott. Now Westside's up by 1.
Wow, the inbounds by Mike Hackett needs a time. He needs a 30.